My message to someone that's looking to grow their career here is continue to live the core values. Specifically look at each of these items and say, does this make me well-rounded within the organization? You can look at the improve us core value that says, okay, there's a process here that doesn't work. Or there's a process that I don't understand. How do I address that? How do I get involved with that? How do I know who to talk to about that so that I can actually help share my good thoughts and ideas about what's happening in this organization? We want to encourage that. We want you to share that with us. You need to do that. Have an encounter. Again, the difference between having an encounter and then saying, hey, how's the weather? You doing okay? And you just walk off. No, having an encounter is, hey, how's your kids doing? Oh man, is your wife still really interested in the ballet? Oh my goodness, right? Really getting to know people. And it's not just customers, it's everybody you come in contact with. This skill is not about just making THS better. It's about you actually engaging with the people that are in your lives. Whether it's your work wife or work husband, whether it's your boss or somebody that you're responsible for, these are all the things that you need to work on with having an encounter. Call me out. You know, that's one of the funniest core values that I enjoyed writing. You know, typically in a lot of firms, you write just the word accountability, right? Accountability is it. But accountability is not something that you can actually live, right? Calling out is something that you can live because, hey, I need to tell you this is not working. But there's also a really big component about respect when calling somebody out. It is not saying, hey, you screwed that up. It's saying, hey, listen, this didn't work well for me, right? How can we do this? How can we get better about that? This didn't get done when we said we were gonna do. You said you're gonna be here at 10 and you're not here at 10. All these things that really rely on us being able to have open and candid conversation with us really makes everything better, because once that foundation of trust is that I'm not attacking you, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, I'm trying to say, hey, this happened, how do we address it? How do we get better about it? How do we move forward and how do we improve? As we start to embrace this particular core value, you know, it's going to be a little awkward for a while. And again, people that come in and join us trying to figure out, what does this core value mean? Does this mean I get to just, on a big conference call, blast something out? No, that's not what that means. It means, how do we go about establishing trust that we can hold each other accountable? And it's probably my most exciting core value. Pursue knowledge is a core value. It's really important for everybody to understand that we're all students and we'll always be students. There's always something to learn. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 30 years. There's always something new you can learn about construction. There's always something you can know about how to process payroll or how to actually get some of our subcontractors paid more. But there's also things that we can learn about and take from outside of construction and outside of our organization that we can learn about, and then bring those internally that can help make our company better, help make yourself better, help people figure out a better work-life balance, how to cut that computer off when we need to. Pursuing knowledge is not just about, okay, now I understand that this nail needs to be separated by this far to be able to install it and meet the specification and standard. Get involved. What does that mean? It's so wide open, right? How do you live this? The original intention behind Get Involved was about getting involved in your community. When you reflect back on our purpose as an organization, build people, relationships, and communities, it was really about, okay, I want you involved in your community. I want you to care where you live. I want you to volunteer. I want you to, if you want to go to your church, you're involved in that. You're involved in your children's soccer games as a coach. You attend them. All these things are important to be getting involved. But it doesn't necessarily have to be external. It could be getting involved with what's happening within THS. There's lots of initiatives that we set up, our impact initiatives, to try to go actually as a whole group, really bring to focus the organization as a whole and try to make a larger impact into a smaller group of people. How do you get involved with that? That can go anywhere. It can go into lots of different areas. I'm excited to see how we as an organization continue to explore that core value, but it's not meant for you to sit in a bubble and just, I completed my job today, or I didn't go out of my house today. It's meant for you to really try to figure out what's your calling, whether it's local, whether it's national, whether it's regional, whether it's within your company, within your social groups. Go get involved.